Yo, what is up guys, it's me Collabs, and today we're going to be going over the Misfits 21, personally one of my favorite Misfits cars that have ever happened. Let's go over these results, guys, and let's talk about it real quick. First up, we got Dylan Price versus Kerry Mancilla. Oh my god. Let's be honest. In my prediction video, I said Dylan Price and Amir Cashman Anderson were going to take it. And look, I was wrong about my first fight. Isn't that crazy, guys? Isn't that crazy? Dylan Price was winning every round. And in round 8, he got caught with a 1-2, clocked him in the chin. He was out. Kerry Mancilla won. I was screaming, bro. That was crazy upset. And obviously, I'm Hispanic. I wanted the Argentinian guy to win, but that was perfect fight. That was an amazing Misfits fight, and Mams made a very smart decision getting that Mancilla guy in. And yeah, I'm very happy about how the fight turned out, and it was crazy, and I got my first prediction wrong. It happens. It was a big upset. I bet a lot of people got it wrong. So yeah, let's move on. The next fight is my personal layup fight of the night. It's Amir Cashman versus Ernesto Olvera. Bro, that's a layup fight, guys. I got that one right. I said Amir Cashman by second round KO, TKO, and Amir Cashman won by third round TKO. But I feel like he could have finished him earlier, might as well. Yeah, but I got that one right. It was a layup fight. Whoever didn't get this one right, damn, you stink, bro. And yeah, Amir Cashman, the GOAT, he took it by third round, just like I said he was. I mean, he took the fight, he won, like I said he was, and it was great, Misfits kickoffs or prelims, whatever you want to call it. It started with a banger. It was two amazing first fights, and yeah, let's move on. Next up, we got Joey Knight versus Andrew Housen, and I banked the fight. Yes, I banked it. I said Joey Knight by decision, and that's what happened. Joey Knight outclassed him the whole fight. But just like I said, Andrew Housen isn't anyone to play with, bro. He almost has 100 fights. He's a veteran, bro. And he was catching Joey Knight every time he came in, But Joey Knight's been at this for a little bit as well. He knows how to get out of these situations and outbox people. And yeah, he outboxed him. And yeah, he just won by decision. It was great to have Joey Knight back, and I can't wait to see what him and Andrew Housen can do next. Next up, we got the Survivor Tag. Tempo Arts versus Big Tubbs versus Godson versus Curtis Pritchard, aka the wild card. Bro, that was better than the first world, whatever. That was better than the first Survivor Tag in Misfits 08, and it wasn't even a main event. Banger. It started out with Tempo Arts and Tubbs throwing down. Bro, Tempo almost knocked out Tubbs. Let me just say this. I said Tempo was going to win by decision, and it happened. Tempo won by decision, so I banked it. Anyways, move on. Tempo Arts was fighting Tubbs, and Tempo almost knocked out Tubbs, and Tubbs tagged out. That's crazy. He got out of that one. And Godson, guys, he got so much better. Guys, Godson isn't bad anymore. He's actually decent, He's not as bad as he was before. And then after the first 3 rounds happened, someone had to get eliminated, and it happened to be Tubbs. Obviously, I think everyone wanted to see him box a bit more. He just had the least amount of points. He definitely could have had a comeback, He has power, he has technique. He knocked down Kells, It's cool. It was sad to see Tubbs go. And then, yeah, the fight kept going for another round, and Godson tagged out, and then Tempo just tagged out right after him. It was funny. And Godson got eliminated after. Yeah, Godson got eliminated, but he did better than Tubbs, I guess. He had the smartest strategic plan, And he wasn't fourth, he was in last place, which is crazy, yeah. And he survived, almost. And yeah, then it was just up to Tempo Arts and Curtis Pritchard to go at it, and they put a hell of a 5th round, and the wild card got second place, I thought Curtis Pritchard was going to be like 4th or 3rd, but no, he got second over Tubbs and Godson. That was very impressive, and I think the next fight to make would be Curtis Pritchard versus Tubbs. That would be a banger of a fight. And yeah, just like I said, Tempo Arts, he's next up to fight Chase Demore, and yeah, let's move on. Next up, we got Jordan Banjo versus Will Anderson. I didn't predict, I don't think, in my prediction video, but I did tell my dad when we were watching it. I said, I think Jordan Banjo is gonna win, Just by the walkout. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go with Jordan Banjo. And he won. I'm not gonna take credit for that though. it's whatever. I didn't bank it. I said Jordan Banjo by decision, and he won by like TKO, even though it was like an early stoppage, horrible stoppage by the ref. Probably the same ref who refed Ben Williams versus Warren Spencer, to be fair. And yeah, it's a horrible stoppage, and Banjo took it, I guess, you know. And yeah, it's cool. Not a crazy good fight. Kind of boring, actually, but respect to Will Anderson for, you know, trying his best, you know. Move on. Next up, we got Wakey Wines versus Modine. And it's exactly what I said. Wakey Wines was going to beat Modine by decision. I banked the fight, and I don't know, Modine just didn't throw. That was a horrible fight. I'm sorry. That was horrible. They didn't throw. They had like one great moment, you know, that was very entertaining, and the commentary made it a little bit better. Yeah, I think that great moment that they had, it was 90% commentary, 10% action, you know? Like, listen to that fight with no volume. Like, it's not crazy. They're just throwing heads like, ooh, 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 you know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, it's nothing crazy. Wakey Wine said like I was, and I'm happy to see Modine lose, I guess, bro. Just like Modine. Okay. Anyways, move on. Next up, we got the fight of the night. Waleed Sharks versus Foxy G, and this is my most proud bank, because I banked that one as well. I said Foxy G by decision, you know? And man, you know, I didn't want to see any of them lose, obviously. I don't want to see anyone lose, and sadly one of them had to lose, and it was Waleed Sharks. I said Fox by decision, and I banked it, you know? Yeah, Foxy G won, amazing fight. You know, people are saying Waleed got worse. Waleed did not get worse, guys. It's just, I know he didn't do some things that he didn't do against other fighters like Dean, but like Fox is very good at shutting down other people's plans, you know, like Small Spartan J, Evil Hero, Waleed, you know, everyone he goes against, he does make him look a little bit worse. You know, Small Spartan J is a beast, for example, and he got knocked out in the first round by Fox, you know, but no discredit to Small Spartan J, he's a beast, that's what I mean. That sounded like Max Holloway, he's a beast. But yeah, Foxy G, mad props, bro. Keep going, bro. It's actually very cool, because like I used to watch Foxy G's videos, like just talking about the fights and talking about like Bryce Hall and stuff, and now he's one of my favorite Misfits fighters. So yeah, that's kind of funny to see, you know. So yeah, that's great. Let's move on. Next up, we got Chase Demore versus Tank Tolman. Banger of a fight, guys. Tank Tolman came in, dropped Chase Demore, the first time Chase Demore has ever tasted the canvas in his whole career. And I was like, what? This is going to be the first guy to dethrone Chase Demore. But no. Chase Demore lands a huge right hand, follows it with another right hand, and Tank Tolman is out. I'm like, what the heck just happened? I was screaming, bro. It was crazy. I predicted Chase Demore to win by like stoppage or decision, I think. I don't know if I said a round. I might have actually banked this one. I don't know, y'all are gonna have to check my prediction video. I know y'all won't, but I'll probably will. And yeah, that was just an amazing fight. Knockout of the night, I guess, even though I thought I should have gone to Mancilla, but it's whatever. Chase Demore, you did your thing, bro. That's great. Let's move on. Next up, we got Idris Virgo versus Ty Mitchell, bro. That fight got me so happy. Like, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Deep inside, I was like, I feel like Ty Mitchell's gonna pull it off, but when I made my prediction video, I made a mistake. I made a dumb mistake, and I'm like, oh, because like Idris Virgo 16-0, he always proves me wrong, yada yada yada. I mean, even though I always bet on Idris Virgo, he never proves me wrong, but like he always does like great. I'm like, I'm gonna go Idris Virgo, guys. You know, I'm gonna go Idris Virgo. I think he can win this fight, but like I don't know, deep inside, you could ask all my friends, all my like that know me, and also like Misfits. I was always like, bro, Ty Mitchell. It was getting like crazy, you know. Obviously, Ty Mitchell gets a lot of hate for a certain incident that happened, and obviously people make mistakes, you know. He's a great guy, and he won third round TKO, and I'm so happy for him, you know. He's a great fighter, and anytime he ever fights, bro, I'm definitely tuning in. Hell of a fighter, entertaining. Yeah, nothing negative can be really said about this guy right now, and mad props, bro. Alright, move on. Then, the main event of the evening. Darren the dentist. No, Darren the gorilla. So I get it mixed up. And then Darren the dentist Stewart. Bro. That was an amazing fight, guys. And I got it right. I said Darren Till by decision, and I banked it, you know? I banked the fight, but it's not about that. Darren Till comes in, knocks down Stewart with a left hand, I think. He was backing him up and threw a left, boom, clocked him, dropped him, and he got up. You know, it was cool. Like, I was screaming when he got dropped. I'm like, what? Damn, Darren Till is really like that. And then the fight just kept going on, bro. Darren Stewart has a dog in him, bro. And that fight kept going on and on and on. It was a banging fight, guys. Amazing fight. And I was like, damn, this is really, like, Misfits is back, bro. You know? And then, it's a close fight. One of the last round, there's 10 seconds left. And Darren Till pushes, like, Stewart into the ropes. And as soon as Stewart goes on, Darren Till times his perfect left hand in the 1 second mark. There's 1 second left, and he lands this beautiful left hand, drops him. The whole commentary stream screaming. It was like some Max Holloway versus Dustin Gaethje stuff, guys. It was crazy. If you haven't seen it, bro, go check out the card, check out the fights, check out this main event 100%. It was great. Check out the last round, okay? And watch those last 10 seconds, because that's crazy. And yeah, that's really all we got. This is a very long video, guys. I'm sorry. I don't think anyone's gonna watch it to the end. Comment down if you made it to the end. I know no one probably made it to the end. But anyways, if y'all enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I really appreciate y'all, you know. And I'm gonna be back with another video soon. Peace.